Okay, so for today on Dave's Cooking Show for you, we're going to be making up some strawberry oatmeal bars. What you want to do is start with a cup of rolled oats and then add 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. And then you want to add 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And then you want to add about a teaspoon of ground ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then you just want to give this a couple of minutes in the mixer over a fairly low speed to just get all mixed up and incorporated. Okay, now you want to add 6 tablespoons of melted butter. And then you basically just want to mix this until basically it forms into clumps, which will take a couple of minutes, but you can kind of see it's already happening right now. And then after that, set it aside, and we'll be ready for the next step. Okay, now you want to take a parchment-lined baking sheet, take half of that crumble mix, and really just press the shit out of it into an 8x8 glass baking dish. Or just any 8x8 baking dish. I just prefer the glass ones. And just add a little more. Now, for this recipe, you're going to need 2 cups of diced up strawberries, and you want to take one of those and kind of layer the strawberries about like I'm doing here. And then you want to take roughly a tablespoon of lemon juice and kind of drizzle that sumbitch all over. Then you want to take a teaspoon of cornstarch and sprinkle that over your mix as well. Okay, then take the other cup of strawberries that we have and lay them atop that. And then you want to take a tablespoon of sugar and just kind of dust it across the your bars. And then take the remaining I guess, oatmeal, flour, whatever mix, kind of close to granola. And put that right on top of there, spread it out, cover it up. And you'll want to have preheated an oven to 375. And then you'll want to put that in there and bake for 35 to 40 minutes. And after roughly about 40 minutes in the oven, you should be looking at something that resembles that. And we got one last thing to do. Now, the footage for the vanilla glaze actually didn't turn out very well. You could barely see it. So here's how you make the vanilla glaze. You take a half a cup of powdered sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of milk. You basically whisk that together until smooth over a medium-low heat. And then you just drizzle that sumbitch on atop your bar. And then I let them sit for at least an hour before I started to serve them up. And I'll tell you the story about that in 1 second. Okay, and I let them sit for an hour. And it really kind of took closer to 12 for these bars to firm up into what would be considered bars. However, and there's them after an hour, they made a great topping atop vanilla ice cream. So, those are strawberry oatmeal bars. Done.